My name is Harriet Agemo. I work for Vetonga Health as the head of project for the water sanitation and hygiene project here in Teso. We work in 4 districts in Teso. The project got established in Teso in 2018, April. And at the time when we entered the region Teso, the issues that were common on the ground were very big gaps in the water sector. Communities didn't have very safe sources of water. Women walked long distances to be able to access safe water for use. And people shared water points with animals. However, with the welcome from the districts where we're intervening in, the districts of Katakwe, Muria, Kapelebyong and Soroti, we are here to improve access to safe and clean water for communities, but also for children in schools. Currently, we're working in 20 sub-counties in the 4 districts of Teso, but also we are working in 4 sub-counties in the district of Napak in Karamoja sub-region. What we do in the project to improve access to safe and clean water is we drill new boreholes, we rehabilitate existing boreholes that function with difficulty, but also we work with community structures to ensure that the water points are sustainable, but we also do promote hygiene and sanitation both in schools but also in the community. For now, the 5th year of implementation of this project, we've been able to reach up to about 300,000 people with safe and clean water. We've been able to drill up to about 548 boreholes in the region, and I must say this project has caused a change in the livelihoods of the people. We now observe that the queuing times at the water points have reduced. We observe that communities, women especially, that are charged with the responsibility of ensuring there's water in the household, do not have to walk long distances to get water. But also we've seen indirectly cases of domestic violence coming down because women spend less time in the boreholes. Women take less time to walk to the boreholes, so they concentrate in more activities of the household. But also we've seen the strengthening of a structure that is responsible for operation and maintenance of these water points.
We are very okay. How people can get water easily. The distance is very near. We no longer share water with animals because we are now, we were taught how to keep the borehole or the water source, because animals do not come to the water source. Instead, they are given water far away or maybe in their homes. We have our borehole near. We get now clean water. We are drinking clean water now. We are no longer getting dirty water because we are being taught by Wetihanga how to keep the water source clean. Because we are taught to have a water user committee, we have the caretaker, we have the chairman of the borehole. So our water source is very safe from animals. Loitering animals cannot go there because the caretaker is there keeping the water source clean. And even women or the people are taught to clean their jerry cans. People are no longer suffering from typhoid. Before we had typhoid and people used to go to the clinics, go to the hospital, people were sickly, but now people are healthy, they are getting clean water, they are taught how to clean their jerry cans. There is no longer typhoid in this village. People are now healthy because they are getting clean water.
We are working closely with the hand pump mechanics who take responsibility of repair works, of maintenance of these water points. And according to our everyday monitoring and supervision of these water points, we realize that there are less of these water points that are breaking down because there's a structure that is responsible for maintaining these. I also must say that overall, with the intervention of the project, there's been a great improvement in the sanitation and hygiene in the communities. At least over 70% of households now have latrines. It's a case which is different from when we started, where it was less than 15% of the households having latrines. Also in schools, we've improved the sanitation and hygiene there in relation to the latrines that we construct in the schools. Initially, the ratio of a pupil to a stands was so high, but with the intervention that we have currently, we see the ratio has improved a little bit, come down to about 1 to about 65 to 70%. 65 to 70 of a child to stands ratio, which is an improvement. Overall, the districts of Katakwi, Amoria, Kapelebiong, and Soroti are appreciative of this effort because we also see the water coverage status in this district has gone high because of this intervention.
We thank now Weltihanga very much, and especially Charity Water, which is funding Weltihanga. We thank Charity Water very much because now we are now healthy. Our clothes are clean because we wash our clothes, we bathe now and then because water is near. But now, because water user committee was taught, there is now monthly collection of money to ensure in case the borehole breaks down, we have now money because every month 2,000 is always collected by the user committee, by the users. We have the receipt books kept by the caretaker is there collecting money because we don't want that breakage again because Weltihanga has given us a borehole. We don't demand again money for repairing the borehole again from the Weltihanga. It is now our responsibility to keep the water source clean and keep the water source working throughout. So we don't have any challenge of water here.